blood to that are interested in and the stuff that WAP was interested in over the years. And as by way of introduction, I'm Rich Mazer. I've been a member of WAP since inception. The last time we were in 100% agreement was in the year 2000, when we all got together to fight a power plant. We had a common enemy. We had prayer meetings, vigils, candlelight processions, multi-religious sessions, and everybody agreed that we didn't want power plants along the waterfront. So here we are 14 years later. There are no power plants along our waterfront, but I suspect that there are still issues. The purpose of this meeting was to try to map a future for GWAP, to get people together on issues that they had in common that relate to the Greenpoint, its waterfront, open space parks, and planning issues. I'm not going to speak all night. It is not, I'm not the chair. I'm just part of a kind of a nominating committee that's trying to reform a board for GWAP. I may be burned out. I've been there too long. I'm one of three people. Myself, Quinn McKeever, and Barbara McGlamory were tasked with the job of trying to map or attract the future board to work on things. I think that most of you here I'm familiar with. I think it would be nice to go around the table and tell me who you are and what floats your boat about what needs to be done on parks, waterfront, or planning issues, and if you have a pet advocacy group that you, or pet advocacy issue that you think needs to be addressed for Greenpoint. And obviously we're kind of, I don't even know if we're still in Greenpoint.
No.
We're at the turn, we're in Williamsburg. But you can see Greenpoint from here along the waterfront if the city storage buildings weren't there. But that's pretty much it. I don't want to waste a lot of time. This was kind of a get-together for us, hopefully to attract a lot of new blood, because at some point there are going to be another 20 or 30,000 residents in Greenpoint, whether we like it or not. Are they going to be people that we get along with? Are they going to be people that agree with more open space or whatever issues we're interested in? I don't know. I'll start off. I'm Rich Mazer. I run local not-for-profit North Brooklyn. Most of what I do addresses affordable housing and education, which has nothing to do with GWAP. The GWAP issues were kind of my sideline because I like parks. I like to play in parks. I like to play handball. I think we obviously, I grew up playing in DuPont Street Park. I played in every park in Greenpoint and still play in the parks. Because for me, it's the active use of parks. I don't want to just go the other way around. I've danced in the parks. But that's the whole thing. Fresh air for active use, and don't. From a planning standpoint, I'm also on the Milton Street Block Association. Our pet bitch would be. We have, not that I don't like to drink, but we have within 750 feet of, let's say, the corner of Greenpoint Avenue and Franklin Street, at least a dozen bars. And there are more applications every day. When I grew up in Greenpoint, there was a bar in every corner. They're mostly neighborhood bars. They didn't seem to bother anybody because everybody knew their own bar. Now, I don't like people pissing and throwing up in front of my house at 4 o'clock in the morning, but it's an issue. There are people with families, children, not that the kids are out at 4 o'clock in the morning, but it's a critical mass. There was recently, and we can get you some data, that our area has the most 311 calls complaining about public nuisances related to drinking and public intoxication. So that would be kind of a community planning issue. Can we control our evolution on the bar scene? Do we want to be like Bedford Avenue? And that might be somebody, that might be a subgroup of GWAP that I'd want to involve, and it might be the Milton Street Block Association, where we have us, Franklin Street, Noble Street, Greenpoint Avenue, Collier, a couple of others, that we have about 500 signatures, so we do have a critical mass. And so that's kind of what I want going around the table to say, is there, who are you, what would you like to see or not see happening in Greenpoint? Next.